You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
In November 1796, John Brand, then secretary to the Society of Antiquaries, delivered a report on a remarkable discovery made some 5 years earlier at the Tower of London. His account described how, in converting one of the apartments into a mess for officers garrisoned there, workmen had uncovered extensive historical graffiti. In peeling back layers of wood panelling and plaster, there were revealed, as Brand put it, the undoubted autographs of the several illustrious and unfortunate tenants of this once dreary mansion. These inscribed surfaces, which ranged from crudely carved initials to more masterfully executed coats of arms, poetic inscriptions, Christian and occultist iconography, included marks left by Lady Jane Grey, as well as supporters of Mary Queen of Scots, and survive today as a tantalizingly intimate glimpse into the final hours of many of the Tower's most famous prisoners. The Tower has always been an important landmark in the city, and was as intriguing to people in the 18th century as it is today. By the 1790s, it consisted of an assortment of buildings arranged around the White Tower, and was home to the Office of Ordnance, responsible for the supply of weapons and ammunition to the Army and Navy, the Royal Menagerie, the Record Office, and the Mint. The Beauchamp Tower, in which the graffiti was discovered, formed part of the inner defensive wall and stood to the west of Tower Green, historically used for state-sanctioned execution. In many ways, the material, economic, and ideological heart of a growing British Empire, the Tower also retained its role as a prison. Among the incarcerated were several prominent Jacobites involved in the uprisings of the first half of the 18th century, and included William Maxwell, the 5th Earl of Nithsdale, famous for his escape from the Tower in women's clothing the night before his execution, and, following the Battle of Culloden, Simon Fraser, Lord Lovat. Visitors to the city, as well as more established residents, flocked to see the prisoners, as well as animals held in the menagerie and an extensive store of historic weaponry, which included swords, pikes, shields, and helmets. In the horse armory, crowds were entertained with what one visitor described as a perfect representation of those illustrious kings and heroes of our own nation, of whose gallant actions we have heard and read so much, all of them equipped and sitting on horseback in the same bright and shining armor they used to wear at the very time when those glorious deeds were performed.